Hello, everybody. Hope you guys are having a great day. We will get started with our Halloween special in a minute here. Oh, don't know if my mic was off there, but I hope you guys are having a good day. We'll get started in a minute here, and hope you guys are having a good early Halloween week so far.
Hey Ron, how's it going? Can you hear me?
Well, sure can. Sound great. I think we got rugged on our first attempt at the faces today, but I'm glad everyone's back. I think we've got almost everyone here. I know there's some problems connecting to the spaces at times. All right, great. Let's go ahead and get started with some of our updates for the week. So the biggest one, if you guys have spent any time on Marketplace, you will see that Marketplace V2 has arrived. It is soft launch, so we have not announced anything officially, but we're working through feedback and making changes. Please have a look and trade and give us some feedback. We're looking very forward to it and learning a lot from your experience. Shane was on a panel at Cosmoverse day 2. I believe it's about 7 hours into the stream. We can post that up here if you guys are curious. He was on there with mad scientists, Zerk, Joe from Bad Kids, and Steve from the slots and After the Filter, of course. Stars incentive pool for lava restakers and RPC providers are live. And the Stargaze chain birthday is next week. So October is a big month for us. On the governance side of things, there is a Commonwealth post for incentives on Stardex. So with that, I hope everyone's having a great week. And I'm curious to hear everyone's costumes for Halloween. We've got some great projects. Every year we do a Halloween drop. And let's go ahead and hear from some of them right now. We've got Satoshi Kingdoms here, so it's been a minute. Welcome back, guys.
Hey Ron, this is Scooby with Stargaze Kingdoms, or as the X handle says, Satoshi Kingdoms. It's good to be back. I think this is our first Halloween drop. Last year, we helped out another project that launched their Halloween drop. So this is our first launched one, which is pretty cool. Very excited. So let me tell you a little bit about it. So previously we launched a project, Bad Seeds. We were also known for Stargaze Kingdoms. We usually animate our collections. We were like one of the first, I believe, featured project to create a randomly animated generation collection. So, we put a lot of time and work with that, and we always do, we always put like all the little details and everything that we always enjoy doing. So we went on to create the Bad Seeds. We wanted to do something a little bit different besides pixel art, just to keep those creative juices going. And so we came up with the Bad Seeds, and the rollout was pretty good. Everyone seems to enjoy, what we created. So for this year, we wanted to do a Halloween drop, and then we noticed Stargaze was doing one too. So, we applied to be featured, and we got accepted. And so, so for our collection, it's called Bad Night of Terror, and it's going to be just a small collection, 200 pieces, and they're going to cost 150 stars each. So about this collection, since it's Halloween themed, we kind of looked back on what we liked for Halloween. So we looked at monsters that we really enjoyed, that we grew up with, things that really stood out to us. There's references to like spooky things that we liked as kids, from various cartoons growing up that were Halloween themed. So we're excited. People will see about that. We also got like the classic movie monsters. Let me try to think what a couple that we have. Reggie's in the audience, but he couldn't join us. He's the artist for the project. We got classic movie monsters, ghosts, Frankenstein's monster, which is important because Frankenstein isn't the monster. It's Frankenstein's monster. So we made sure to get that right. But yeah, it's a small collection for the Halloween drop, and we're excited to see how everybody takes it.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm excited to see them as they get minted. Let's go ahead and hear from Sandra.
Hi. Sorry. I don't know why I'm so nervous. I speak in spaces every single day, but I'm so nervous today. So hi, how are you? Hello.
Oh, I'm doing very well. And I still get nervous every time I'm on the space as well. So we're in the same boat here. So yeah, tell us about your project. And yeah.
Yes, I would love to. Thank you so much. So I just want to say hi to everyone. Thanks so much for being here in the space and listening to me. So I'm going to be dropping an open edition tomorrow, and it is called Domingas Stellis. And a lot of the times I love Latin, so I always kind of translate a lot of my pieces or the titles of my pieces into Latin, which means Lady of the Stars. This is my first Halloween drop, I think, in the NFT space as a whole. And yeah, I'm really excited for it. I don't have like the full image up yet. I want it to sort of be a surprise, so you can just see sort of like a sneak peek. I think, there's a lot of symbolism in the piece, as always. I think it's not just Halloween, because like a lot of my artwork is just is a bit on the darker side. So yeah, I am having a brain fart now, but I am excited for everyone to see this piece in its entirety. And I can always get into a little bit more detail of what it is that you do see in the sneak peeks, and what sort of inspired that later on, if you'd like.
Sounds good. We'll go ahead and hear from everyone else first. Let's hear from Artnesh.
Yeah. Hello. Can you hear me?
Sure can.
Yeah. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Mark, and I'm here with Zoo. We are here on behalf of Artnesh. We are included as the course team on Steamland, and yeah, we would like to say thank you for giving us the opportunity.
Yeah, I think we're a bit nervous also. Hello guys, I'm Zoo. Thank you so much for having me. And I can't wait to have fun with you here today, maybe for 1 hour. It's actually 2 a.m. here, so we're kind of a bit sleepy too. So thank you for having us.
Yeah, maybe we'll drag out some more interesting conversations in the delirium of night. Tell us a little bit about the art for this project.
Okay, so maybe a little bit history too about the collection. It started with Stargaze announcement, which will help a special collection Halloween edition. And then Artnesh interested to participate in this event. Then he submitted his art, which is the rabbits, as you can see. That's why we want to say thank you once again, and that we are very grateful that you picked rabbits as one of the chosen collection to be featured in Stargaze Halloween Special Edition.
And it is going to be a rabbit. Why is it a rabbit? Because we love animals. We are here as animal lovers, so why not creating more NFTs about animals? And we choose rabbit because we perceive them as carefree animals, and we want to encourage everyone to be brave, to just chase their wildest dream, because even the rabbits here could be a boxer, wizard, astronaut, and many more that you can find out through the mint. We also combine this with Halloween theme, pumpkins and zombie rabbits, as well as special Halloween traits. And moreover, we create the rabbits a little bit different. We put rebel elements, or we can call it rebel tiers. So there will be levels to the elements. There are silent rebel, mild rebel, fearless rebel, epic rebel, and the badass, the infinite rebel on the art, and of course with the Artnesh's unique style.
Yeah, and other than its unique style, we also got some utilities. Like we will have a revenue distribution. You can stake it on DAO, where you earn stars later. It's the hard staking. We also do the soft staking in PL staking, so you can stake it there to earn Steam. And with that, you can join Rebels and options. Like right now, we currently run a Bed Kids Revel using our token Steam that you can check on PL staking now. You can also buy other collections from Artnesh in our Steamland Discord. On the Discord itself, we also have other things like giveaway every week, and the prize is NFTs like files, youth boats, and sometimes Artnesh also put freshly minted NFTs from other projects for the prize, and many more. Maybe one more thing is we also do like daily rumbles with free NFTs as the prize and some Steam.
All right, maybe that's it. Do you have any other question?
Yeah, let's go ahead and hear from Byron next, and we'll go back to everyone. Welcome, Byron.
Hey, GM, thanks for having me. How are you doing?
We're doing well. It's almost like every day's Halloween for you, huh?
Every day is Halloween. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's my bread and butter for reals. I love the spooky, so I mean, this is my time to shine, kind of thing. But I don't know what to say. It's a fun season.
Tell us about this new collection you created.
It's actually a PFP collection called Sphere Evils. I like drawing circles. There's in my Creepy Companions collection, there's actually a couple of original Sphere Evils that you could find there that these are loosely based on. I mean, I like drawing smiley faces, but you can't draw a smiley face because like smiley is copyrighted. So one day I drew a smiley face and I tried to sell a smiley face on merch on like Zazzle, and the smiley company found out, shut me down. So ever since I've had a grudge against smiley faces. So with this collection, I get to kind of get some revenge on smiley faces by having Sphere Evils. There was like 666 Sphere Evils that we're going to mint in this collection, and they're all hand-drawn traits. There's different tops of their hats, different eyes, different mouths, different backgrounds. Just a lot of fun. Threw it together. It took me probably 3 full days of nonstop work to try to piece it all together and everything, but it was fun. I love making PFPs like that, so it's going to be interesting to see what people think of it when it gets minted.
Yeah, so did you create this collection specifically for this event? Like you kind of had these Sphere Evils in the backlog and you kind of changed it around a little bit, or what was the process in this one?
Gigi and Superman, they reached out to say, hey, we can do this Halloween thing. What do you want to do? And so I just started drawing, and the Sphere Evils kind of were the most easy to create for this. And so I just did up everything fresh, all the eyes, all the heads, all the mouths, inked them, painted them, scanned them, photoshopped them, edited like crazy, tweaked, and then did all the stuff for minting. So it was exhausting, but fun as hell.
Yeah, they look really cool, and they're definitely very much your style from the Creepy Companion collection. Yeah, I'm very excited to see them there.
Yeah, a lot brighter though. Almost, some of them are almost happy, but they've got evil inside, so just be careful.
Thanks. Yeah, for the other creators on here, did you guys have these collections or these projects already in the pipeline, or was the catalyst the Halloween drop?
For me, the catalyst was a Halloween drop, but I do have like tons of projects. I could probably drop a new PFP once a week if it wasn't such a money grab or something, right? Like I would do it for free. I have so many different things that I'm drawing all the time, and when I started learning how to do PFPs, I just went on a whole tear of drawing eyes, noses, mouths, everything. It was just a lot of fun. But yeah, for this one, it was specifically for this event.
For me, I feel like it was just kind of like this natural extension of what it is that I usually create. I'm like Byron as well. Like a lot of people would argue that every day for me is Halloween. Although I am low-key ready to celebrate Christmas, don't hate me, but like I really want to start decorating. But anyways, yeah, I just thumbs down me. But no, I just I thought that this piece in particular, when I was creating it, I fell in love with it, and I hope everybody else likes it as well. But it definitely is just something that whenever I create these sorts of pieces, I just feel home in. So yeah.
For Bad Seeds, this collection, we were talking about launching a Halloween collection on our own. So they kind of lined up with the Stargaze drop. So it worked out for us in the end. If we didn't get picked, for this, we were gonna launch a collection anyways because we were working on it. But since we did get collected, kind of put a little fire under us to really polish it up and get it done before the launch date. But yeah, no, we're always just doing stuff in the background, either artwork for the projects or just working on things we think that might work or might not work. And there's a lot of things that we end up scrapping. But we really enjoyed the Bad Seeds, how they came out and how they're evil looking, and they're cute but deadly. So we thought this was kind of a perfect fit for, the Halloween drop.
Great. Yeah. Artnesh, what about you guys? Was this something you already had in the pipeline, or is this a totally new creation for the drop?
Okay, yeah, so we like we said, for this Halloween special edition, it is based on the announcement which will from Stargaze, which will have a special collection Halloween edition. Like I said, that's why we are like this is like candid, not in this was not in our pipeline. So we are interested in participating in this Halloween special edition. That's why we make it. We make rabbits. So yeah, it's new, and just like it usually is how Artnesh make art. Usually, his collection is always each collection is always using new art style, and with this one, it's a new art style, and as well, it is specially made for the Halloween. So everything is new. So yeah.
Awesome. I'm looking very forward to seeing these mint. On a personal side of things, what do you guys have planned for Halloween outside of these mints? Any costumes you guys are going to be preparing, or any events you guys are going to be going to?
I'm gonna be taking my Christmas decorations out on Halloween, probably to decorate November 1st. But in all seriousness, I don't celebrate Halloween. I'm probably just gonna hand kids. But other than that, I watch horror movies and eat pizza, which is something I weekend, and it's just the you.
Same thing for me mostly. I mean, like every day is Halloween for us. My kids are going to be doing the decorating, or not decorating, but one kid, they're all late teenagers and adults by now. So one kid is going to a party, another kid is going trick-or-treating with his girlfriend's family, and the other guy, I don't know what he's doing. But my wife and I were just low-key watch horror movies and eat pizza. Chill out, get a little stoned probably. Whoops.
Yeah, if it's for us, we kind of actually doing this annually. And last year, Artnesh was using Dracula costume, and I don't know what she's going to do this year. It was fun. We holding a party together. I don't know what he's gonna use today. Maybe he's going to use one of our NFTs, maybe something like that.
For us, mostly work, honestly. We have a bunch of engineering projects that are spinning up, so that's gonna take up a bunch of our time. At least for me, Scooby. I can't speak for Reggie. I think didn't Stargaze do like a Halloween event? Maybe not last year, but the year before that. And I think there was a costume contest, right? Am I remembering wrong? For Halloween,
There was a costume contest, and there was a game. I think Spotty did an open edition where she had a large game, and we played that game in Discord, and we also gave out prizes for that. I think we will be doing something next week. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but keep your eyes peeled. I think we should do something fun.
That sounds pretty fun. But yeah, just going back to that real quick, that just shows like, how long that, Stargaze Kingdom's been around. We've been around since before the marketplace even launched, where you had the, trade off market and, have like someone be an escrow and all that. But I want to say Reggie did dress up for that, and he did enter the costume contest. So there is another one this year. Maybe I can kind of force him to enter it again.
Yeah, I'd love to see it. I don't have a costume prepared, or don't know it yet, but this is Halloween as adults now. It gets a little bit more onerous to get a costume together, but hopefully we'll see some fun ones in the Discord here and online. Maybe we can play the game again. That would be fun. Let's see here. I want to. This is kind of just a fun overall space, so I want to invite people up here if you guys have any questions or comments, or want to share what you guys are going to be doing for Halloween. Please request to speak, and we'll get you guys up here. You can also drop something in the thread here. But I'm looking very forward to Halloween. Oh, Satoshi Kingdoms, I actually had a question for you. When did you guys change your name? and what was the impetus on that?
So there's kind of a story behind that. So we've always had Stargaze Kingdoms, and with our original collection, that when it minted out, Bitcoin Ordinals had just came out, and we started getting into that. So when Ordinals came out, we decided, wouldn't it be kind of fun to introduce people to Ordinals, that they just came out on Bitcoin. It was a brand new protocol. And so we decided, well, let's have our holders decide, which of our NFTs do they want to bring over to Bitcoin from Stargaze. And so when we did that, we created a new collection on Bitcoin called Satoshi Kingdom. And so when we did that, we created the collection, and we were so early in Ordinals that, we were able to claim this name on chain. So the funny thing about this is other people tried to copy our name since we had already taken it on the Bitcoin chain already. So there was like a couple different projects. They were doing like Satoshi Kingdoms with like a Z or an X or just like an extra character on that. So when we did that, we also changed it on Twitter, which I guess is X now. And so we kind of just kept it there, just as, hey, we claimed it, and we don't really wanted the other project to kind of grab it and, kind of try to pass themselves off as us.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So you guys went all in on it. I don't suppose there's anything Halloween related going on in the ordinal space that you guys know of. I mean, Bitcoin Orange, Halloween Orange. There's definitely something that could happen there.
Yeah, it's definitely not as easy to launch on Bitcoin as as like Stargaze. That's one of the things that really always stood out to me is that Stargaze, as a lot of creators, they'll say Stargaze is one of the easiest platforms to launch on. Like before before you guys had the studio, you had to do it with the command line. Then it was a little bit, complicated. But, Stargaze has done so much development that, they created all the tools and everything. And now it's just so incredibly easy that it's almost just, I want to say point and click. It's not exactly point and click because you still got to check over all your info, of course, before you put it on chain. But it almost feels like that.
Yeah, definitely doing the open editions is almost point and click, or just kind of filling out a form. And part of this is also a great time to mention part of the reason that it's so easy is because of people like Brady, Stardy, and Sirkin who help everyone launch. Thank you very much, guys. I think everyone here has had intimate experience with them. Let's hear from Daniel. Welcome, Daniel.
Hey everyone, how are you? I just was listening for all the people here and the drops, and then feeling very excited as well. So, it's Halloween, and I just wanted to ask to the people here is what's your spookiest experience in your lifetime? And maybe if you take this for inspiration for your upcoming drops, like for your Halloween drops.
Great question. So I'm sure to hear. Yeah, go ahead.
I don't mind going first with this one. So I do have a kind of spooky experience. So this was about maybe, I want to say, 15 years ago. So I had woken up in the middle of the night. I don't really remember why. I think I was just tossing and turning. And, I was just laying in bed. It was, all the lights were off, extremely quiet. You don't hear anything. So, I'm just sitting there laying on my back in the bed, and I look over to my left. I was looking towards the door to my room, and I seen this figure. I can't quite describe what it was. I want to say it was very devilish in nature, and it was just the most creepiest thing. It was like a black figure that was shadowy, but you could just barely see the face, and it had like very devilish features with like fangs and like an angry looking face. And the weirdest thing is like I didn't really react. I didn't scream or anything. It's like I couldn't. It was the weirdest thing. And I just watched this figure just slowly creep towards me. And I had this wooden chair that I was using at the time for my computer seat. And it was doing like this popping noise. I don't know why. It was just like pop. And then a couple minutes later, it would just go pop. And this figure was just there, slowly in the doorway, just coming towards me. And I just really couldn't do anything. It was almost like paralyzed, but not really. And, you couldn't really scream. All you could just do is like have really heavy labored breathing. And I don't quite remember what happened. I think I just closed my eyes and just, I was like pretty young at the time too. I was like maybe 12, 11. And so, as you can tell, when you're that young, it's an extremely scary experience, especially with the dark and everything. And, I just closed my eyes and just hoped that, and I basically just hoped that it would go away. And, the next time I opened my eyes, it was just gone. And then I swear to you, the popping of that wooden chair just stopped. To this day, I can still never explain it, but I will tell you, I did throw that chair out the next day. I was not having that.
Yeah, it's pretty spooky.
I mean, when I asked this question, I didn't imagine that they could be that rough. I mean, wow, that's a very, very scary experience. Oh my gosh. But I mean, maybe do you use this like for maybe an inspiration just for your Halloween drop or something like that, or is it just different?
Just different. That was just a very spooky, supernatural experience. I've had other experiences with like just things I cannot explain, like supernaturally. But those weren't nearly as scary. But this one just stood out to me so much because I could not explain what it was. Some kind of shadowy figure with devil's face features. And then just for a reason, I just had some kind of night paralysis, but it's like, you could still breathe and, blink and everything. It's just, you couldn't really talk or scream even if you wanted to. Like, my natural reaction was I was trying to say like, help, help, but you couldn't really just make out the words. And it was really strange.
There's actually a whole global phenomenon of that. You know that, right? Sleep paralysis demons. It's a thing.
I would not be surprised.
Yeah,
I just really looked into it just because, it's it relives that scary experiences, but I would not be surprised.
Yeah. My whole life is about things like that, and seen a lot of videos and documentaries about it. So yeah, it's a real thing. So what was the original question? Was it about spooky experiences that might have influenced our art, or is it about what is our spookiest experience? I have forgotten.
I think that was two questions. Like the first is just share with us like your spookiest experience in life, and maybe if this experience maybe inspired your artwork, But if it doesn't matter. Like just to share your experience, because I think this kind of conversations really just blow the minds of everyone. Like everyone you hear something spooky, you just catch the attention of everyone. So I think it's really funny as well just to hear all these kind of experiences. And it's Halloween, guys, so I think it's the best conversation that we want to take in this moment.
Sure. You want to hear one of mine? I've had a lot of spooky experiences, mostly because... All right. Well, the one that really stands out for me is when me and my wife were going to travel to see her folks. Now, right now I live in southern Manitoba, which is like really close to the U.S. border. And her folks live like 600 miles away up north. So they're in like isolated country. So her and I were driving late at night because young kids are silly and we drive late at night. And we have to stop, we have to have a smoke or whatever. So we stop at the side of the road and it's peaceful, it's quiet. We've done this many times before. But suddenly we hear out of nowhere a horse whinny. Oh, well, that's kind of weird. There must be horses around. And so we get back in the car and we're just, enjoying the last of the smoke or whatever. And we hear it again. And then all of a sudden, we just hear, and all this thundering sounds coming right at us. We don't know what the hell it is, but luckily the car is running. We put it in gear and pulled out of there as fast as we could. Holy moly, that scared me so much. We were driving fast. We couldn't even continue. As soon as we got to the next town, we pulled in, got a hotel or a motel or whatever, and spent the night there because it was getting foggy. Now my wife is freaking me out. I say, "What's that? What's that? What's that?" Because she loves horror more than me. And wow, that one just blew my mind. And to this day, I don't know what it is, but mild research says stuff like energy is still around in places, and that could have been some kind of Native American thing that happened, or it could have been, I don't know what, but it could have been some kind of trapped energy that was on a cycle, or it could be people trying to kill me. I don't know. It was freaky. That's my story, one of many.
Wow. I mean, like, you are just full of great histories. Like, wow, sorry. I think it's very spooky. Yeah, maybe you can share more stories like that. Yeah, I'm just listening and enjoying this time.
Now I'll save some for later, but other people I'm sure have some too. It's like, if you think about it, weird things happen all the time, and some of them are spookier than others. But I want to hear other people's. Yep. Oh, and just so you know, like, for me, as what inspires my art is pretty much everything. Like, I've had a somewhat rough life, not as rough as others, easier than many, but everything in life kind of inspires something else. And I just like to not have to be realistic, so I put a horror slant on everything, and it justifies it. Boom, boom.
Yeah, Sandra or Artnesh, what's one of y'all spookiest experiences?
Okay, so maybe I don't know about Artnesh. I think he doesn't have any spooky experience. But for me, it's not only just for once or twice. It's quite often that I have like sleep paralysis, where when I close my eyes, I see lots of spooky things. Like, I saw a giant baby sleeping on my feet, and I saw someone screaming in about beside my ear. And yeah, I think my spookiest experience is always the sleep paralysis, and it's not happening only once or twice. It repeats since I was like a kid, and up until now. I don't know how to like make it gone. It's so scary, but I think I kind of get used to it now. Yeah, I think that's all.
I haven't had any really spooky experiences, not gonna lie. I do love like listening to these stories. I have experienced sleep paralysis before, which is, it's definitely terrifying. But I do, I love the occult, like everything about the occult and the supernatural and paranormal. So I think just that's a daily thing in my life. That's something that I think about daily. And I incorporate into my artwork. So there isn't like a catalyst, nothing that specifically happens to me where I'm like, okay, I'm going to create this. I just like the dichotomy of, darkness and beauty together. So yeah.
Wow, cool. I mean, like all these experiences that you're sharing with us today, I think it's very valuable and very interesting, like very funny just to spend time here in the space and like hearing you all and your experiences, your stories, and the way that you, as Sandra said, like catalyze all these experiences into your art. And yeah, I just wanted just to come up just to say hi as well. I just wanted just to share with you all that I'm just about just to launch my upcoming open edition, the Skin Archive number 2. So maybe if you really want just to be part of the waitlist, just DM, and I will be happy to add you in the waitlist. Yeah, thank you for your time, your experiences, and all what you do. You're amazing people. Thank you. Bye bye.
Wait, did Daniel share his story?
Did you not hear my story?
Yeah, you can't ask everybody else. And then
well, I think the spookiest is like the spookiest story that I have, like in regard to this topic is like that was kind of 10 years ago, maybe more, like maybe 12 years ago, that basically I found with my mom witchcraft in my home. God, I mean, like witchcraft in Latin America, it's like a serious shit, because people when who feel so many feel so anger, want to claim revenge, then usually do witchcraft, and I think super such shit. So I remember that time my mom was super ill. She was like super, super ill. And we just like, I remember my home, like for example, the living room, it was full of flies. Like the walls, the roof was full of flies. I was super scary. So we said like, okay, this like something is happening here. Why the living room is so cold? Why it's full of flies here? You know, like it is not normal. And we found inside the couch, inside witchcraft, and it was like fuck. We opened it and we found like a picture of my mom, like full of needles, and like a little token of a baby that was born, like a baby, like full of needles as well, a skin of a snake. I mean, a lot of shit. And I think what I was like astonished that I was like, wow, maybe these kind of things really exist. But yeah, I remember I just with my mom just took all these witchcraft items, and we just burn it and we went to a river and we just throw all these witchcraft items far away from us. And I remember like the very next day my mom just got better from her health. But wow, I think it is like the very spookiest and crazy experience that I have ever had.
Yeah, that's kind of wild. Yeah, pretty insane story there.
I know. I think the correct word is wild.
Terrifying.
How's your mom now?
Oh my gosh, she is super cool. Like she's super nice. She's like feeling. She's living her life. So she's not ill anymore. She's healthy. She's full of energy. She's just living her life. And that was kind of like so like that was a huge surprise for us. Like, who in the hell just dares to do something like that? You know, like just to witch you, so like to witch you bad, like in that way, just to go to a witch and make witchcraft and conceal something in your house. And oh god, it's like that was rough. That was super rough. And yeah, I think the correct word is wild.
Yeah, I don't suppose you guys ever found out who that was.
Nope, we wouldn't have idea who was. I mean, like, but I remember that was maybe another woman that was like jealous of my mom, because I don't know, I don't have like the clear reason why, but we are suspicious that maybe another woman was so like she envies. I don't know how to say this in English, but like yeah, someone just with full of anger against my mom. I don't know why, but well, that was really a really tough time for us. But we are better. Fortunately, that was so many years ago, like 12 or even more years, I think. So yeah, that's the experience.
Thanks for sharing, Daniel. Brady, do you have a question or comment?
No, can I share one? I have a lot of experiences where like I accidentally scared other people.
Yeah, please do.
I remember one time I was younger, I was like went for a midnight swim, and then to dry off in the night, I was just running. Like, you know, you go for a run down the beach, and where I grew up, it's like very, very isolated beaches. Like there's like no one around. So I was like running in the moonlight, and then I just saw this like shape on the beach. And I thought it was like a washed up, maybe like sea lion or something. And I was like, oh, and I got kind of low and I like approached it because I didn't know what it was. And then there's a couple in a sleeping bag, and they just started screaming when I got close to them. So I yelled like, sorry, and just ran away. But I think for them, that was probably one of the creepiest things, because just this pale figure, like hunched down, climbing, crawling towards them in the middle of the night. But not a lot of, I haven't been haunted too much, just haunting other people.
You are the ghost.
Yeah, accidentally. I said sorry as I left, but
Yeah, I guess I have to share something now. I haven't had a ton of really creepy things happen to me, but one thing that does come to mind was a while back when I was in high school. There's like a bridge around here that kids would go to in a car, and the story was that there was a car on there, and all of the people in the car, I forget how they died, and so there are ghosts there. And what they'll do is if there's a car that's in neutral, they'll kind of push you up the hill. So we would go there, and put the car off, put it in neutral, and then the car would kind of roll uphill. And the story goes that you would see fingerprints or something on the back of the car. That never happened to us, but the car did move up the hill, and it was it was kind of a fun, weird experience. It's very possible that there's some kind of illusion going on there, but that's probably the creepiest thing that I could think of. Hefe, you have a question or comment for us?
Yo, what's up, everyone? Just wanted to drop in real quick. Great to hear from all the creators that are going to launch some Halloween themed NFTs tomorrow. Just wanted to say that I'm actually running like a 3K stars giveaway. I don't know if you guys seen it. I started it yesterday. It's for 48 hours, so it's just like pinned on my profile. If you guys want to join, it's open to everyone. So I just wanted to chime in that, giving away some 3K stars, and that's it. I'm trying to make sure that we get the ticker of stars maybe trending. So hopefully everyone that's on this chat right now can go ahead and join the giveaway, and again, trying to get the stars ticker to trend a little bit. So I wanted to chime in on that. I guess if I'll share a spooky story too that's happened to me, or a spooky event. This one crackhead thought I was one of the imaginary characters in his head. It stole some of his cans and like started coming after me. So that scared the crap out of me. So
all right. Thank you for sharing. A little update. If you guys are hoping to get a rabbit, then you're out of luck because they are now completely minted out while we were on the space. So congrats, Artnesh.
Thank you.
Now you got to open up that trading.
Oh, we'll open in 8 minutes. In 8 minutes.
Yeah. Congratulations, guys, on the quick mint out. I have a question. Do you guys have any favorite Halloween movies that you like to watch at this time of year?
Okay, I'm going to jump in. Someone else's. Okay, and I love horror movies. I'm a horror movie buff. I watch these movies year round, but some of the best ones are ones that I always watch on Halloween. Well, this isn't really a horror movie, but it's Hocus Pocus, obvious 1 and 2, the best ever. Jeepers Creepers, I don't know, I just get Halloween-y vibes. I just have to watch that always, every Halloween. Jeepers Creepers is one. Just like all those really bad, like early aughts type horror movies, like House of Wax, things like that, Scream. Those are really good. And if I can recommend a scary movie, Hereditary is like top tier.
No, yeah, Hereditary was super scary.
Yeah, it was nuts. It was weird. It was weird. Oh, and The Terrifier. I don't know if anybody's seen The Terrifier, but like if you want a really bad horror movie, like gory, that's House of a Thousand Corpses. Okay, I can't stop, but I could keep going forever.
Anyone else? Favorite Halloween movies? Any recommendations?
I fortunately no longer have a favorite. I'm sorry for cutting you off. You go first. Okay, I'll state. I watch so many all the time that I don't like to repeat ones. I don't know. I'm weird that way. I don't like to rewatch a movie too many times. So I like to only watch it once. Yeah, I don't really have a favorite anymore. Sorry, I suck. Your turn.
Do you have anything you're looking forward to seeing this year? Like anything coming out that?
No, I don't. I was looking forward to Long Legs. The new one with whatever his name is, Nicolas Cage. But I was severely disappointed. So if you're looking at renting it, I bought it because it was on sale, and my wife is laughing at me about that now. So it turned out not to be as good. I like his acting overall, but this one was maybe it's ahead of its time.
Can I add to that? So I just want to echo. Sorry, Byron. We should just do a space where we gush over these kinds of movies for an hour. Long Legs, yes, I definitely too. I was so excited for it, and I was kind of disappointed, but I would still recommend it just for the acting and just the way it was filmed was gorgeous in and of itself. It just very, tight, weird, like ominous shots and things. But I wanted to sort of echo what you were saying, Byron. I was so excited for that movie, and damn, it fell short.
See, I don't have a movie, but I've been watching a TV show called From, From, and it's been pretty spooky. Just a little bit of a backstory. It's basically this town that you cannot escape from in the middle of nowhere. And at night, these monsters come out. And you basically have to hide in order to avoid them. And the people there basically find like these talismans that keep these monsters out. So far, it's got 3 seasons. And the current season is ongoing right now. So if anyone's just looking for anything to watch, it's been pretty fun and is, of course, very spooky.
What's it called again?
From, from, F.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
What about Artnesh? Or I guess I'll go. There is. I'm not huge on scary movies, to be honest, but I was a pretty big fan of Nightmare Before Christmas. And there is this cool little trick that film syncs up almost perfectly with Tool's Enema. I was pretty shocked when I kind of saw it for the first time. This was a while back, but I don't remember where the sync point is, but I do specifically remember that there is a scene where there's a baby crying, and then there's also a baby crying on the record, and it just synced up completely perfectly. So if you guys feel like doing that for Halloween, it might be a fun one.
Is there anything you recommend people accompany that with, Ruben? Like if they need any snacks or anything to go with it?
For the movie?
Yeah, for syncing up Nightmare Before Christmas with a Tool album.
I mean, I can't think of any snacks. Probably just pizza, maybe some cheese sticks and ketchup. Little scary foods. It was pretty wild. I'm a fan of films that sync up with the records. I don't know if that was actually purposeful, if anything was written about it, but it was pretty interesting. All right, guys. Do we have any more questions or comments from the community? Please request to speak. All right, guys, do you guys have anything else you want to mention about the projects or Halloween before we call it a space?
I just wanted to, if I could talk, I wanted to mention one thing about what we're doing with our project, the one that we're minting just for this occasion. Gigi and Superman always like to kind of think of ways, and I also like to think of ways that we can reward people that hold our stuffs, things like that. So people that mint this Sphere Evil have a chance of winning like a 1-of-1 custom artwork from me that we're going to mint on the Horde of the Dead collection that we have running on Stargaze. Those are all 1-of-1s, brand new collection. So you get yourself a 1-of-1. You have a chance of winning a 1-of-1 custom piece. And then I can also talk about sending you the original artwork for that as well. There's also going to be some prizes given away for Metawawas as well as Zomsays, which is something else. But yeah, a whole bunch of things are going on. So make sure you join the 888 Discord to find out what we're going to do. So that's all I have to say.
I'm going to jump in and say that I'm launching an open edition tomorrow. It's going to be around $10. And I will be doing like a sort of burn mechanic. So if you mint a certain number of pieces, you will get your own 1-of-1. Which will be separate from the open edition. So more details are going to be coming out about that later on tonight. But yeah, hopefully everybody likes what they see once they mint it, and that's it. That's all I got.
Awesome. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. And everyone have a great Freshman Friday and a wonderful Halloween coming up this week. Keep your eyes and ears open for a fun event we may be doing. Talk to you guys later. Have a good one. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Why not giveaway?
Bye bye. Have a great day.